I'm offline, so I can't do that. In the meantime, you can get directions, make calls, and play radio.
I think I'll play radio. Hello, I'm Russ, N4RTD, and decided to take a little field trip today when I heard a friend of mine was going to be operating out at the park with a brand new small transceiver, QRP transceiver. I'm at Colt Creek State Park in Lakeland, Florida. Today we're going to be looking at the first time activation by KR1W of the FX-4CR Transceiver by BG2FX. You can find more information at bg2fx.com. It's an HF SDR with Bluetooth audio connection for wireless digital operation. It'll work 80 through 6 meters on transmit and receive. It'll do 15 to 20 watts transmit on HF as well as 5 watts on 6 meters. It has a built-in sound card, a 48 kilohertz Spectrum waterfall display, and it's built with a high-quality machined aluminum case. Includes the FX-4CR transceiver, microphone, USB cable, the XT60 power connector. I'm out at Colt Creek Park. Knew that a friend of mine from the Lakeland Amateur Radio Club, Todd, KR1W, was going to be out here today. He's operating a FX-4CR, a small lightweight QRP transceiver made by BG2FX Amateur Radios. It's like a nice little rig here. He's running it on FT8 at least at the moment, and maybe we'll do a little bit of voice with it later on. It's a small little radio. It'll do up to, I believe, 20 watts, and he's running at 10 watts now on 20 meters and doing FT8. And this is first time operating with this radio out at the park today. So, Todd, what was it that made you get the FX-4CR, and what do you kind of like about it? It's obviously lightweight and easy to put together with your gear here and quickly go out and operate. But what was it that made you get the FX-4CR?
The biggest thing that was selling for me, other than it being lightweight and small, was the fact that it has built-in, right here through a jack, it has built-in USB for a sound card and cat control. So it simplifies my setup. I was using an 818 with a digi-rig on it, so less cables, less stuff to pack. I'm still using my backpack, but eventually, you know, if I get down to a little shoulder bag, satchel, man purse, if you want to call it that, just makes it easier and simplifies the setup.
Now, we mentioned, I mean, you know, you'll see some people out with like Jigu G90s and whatever. This is an even smaller setup and has the soundboard and everything built right in. Although it doesn't have a tuner, what type of antenna are you operating it with today?
An N9 SAB infit half wave that I picked up. It's 53 feet. If you buy from him, they come tuned, which I liked. Get 40, 20, 15, and 10 resonant. Working on 20 right now and just picking up all kinds of stuff, getting decent signal reports. Like only 10 watts because you don't want to run digital full bore on something like this. It's already a little bit warm, not too bad, but yeah, definitely 10 watts is if you're going to go digital or CW.
Well, good. Looks like a nice little radio that somebody might want to pick up for a QRP rig. I'm sure it does great with CW. That would be an awesome rig to take out somewhere and lightweight. You could take off on a motorcycle or a bicycle somewhere and go out and operate. So what are you powering it with today?
A little 3.5 amp hour BioNO. Very easy, very small, minimal setup. Running my FT8 on a Microsoft Surface Pro. Just everything is very small.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate that, Todd. It looks like a fun radio to work with.
Good morning, and good morning to Richard there. This is Kilo Charlie 7, Foxtrot Papa Foxtrot here in Ocala, Florida. Number 9365 on the roster. Currently we have a temperature of 84 degrees and with sunny skies so far. But you know, Glenn, summertime in Florida, we'll get rain sometime today before the day is out. So take care, 7-3. Y'all have a good day. Bye.
Okay, yeah, you talk 90 miles an hour. I'm glad I got a fast pencil. Kilo Charlie 7, Foxtrot, Papa Foxtrot. You can check in with Kevin on Sunday on Sundays when he runs his shift. He's located in Ocala, Florida. 84 degrees, sunny skies. 9365 for the bus ticket. And I got you on board, Kevin. Have a great day, okay?
Roger, Roger, Glenn, and wave a hand there at Richard, 273.
So Todd, you mentioned you were running a Surface Pro out here in the field, which is a great small little portable computer that runs Windows. What software are you operating today?
Using WSJTX, and then to go along with it, I use a program called Grid Tracker. Didn't fully load in because I don't have great internet, but the laptop is hotspotted to my phone and automatically got uploads to QRZ, Logbook of the World, a few other. So when I get home to log my POTA, all I have to do is go to QRZ, export my contacts for the day, and upload it to POTA, and I'm set to go.
All right, very good. Looks like you got a great setup. Thanks.
I sent you a picture of mine. I think you're going to like it. A little bit of studying with the books.
It's a pretty good audio out of that internal
You can
speaker.
learn how everything works on that thing.
Yeah.
With that, I'm giving it back to you.
There it
This
goes.
is Whiskey 2, Lemaco Whiskey.
Bing.
That's Lou. He's over in Homosassa, Florida. You can check in with him on Saturdays at 11 to 12. Lou's got 83 degrees, sunny skies, going to 92. 11,530 for the bus ticket. And, well, yeah, we've been reading books and watching videos all week. I think I got it pretty good. I think that, and I returned an email to you, and I got your picture, and I also sent one back to you. Over.
All right, Todd, now that you've had some time to work with the radio and you've had it on voice and you've did a POTA activation today here at Colt Creek State Park in Lakeland, Florida. Now that you've operated with the rig and for the first time you've had it out in the field, what's your first impressions? Are you pretty happy with it? It kind of exceeded your expectations? I know the audio quality really seemed to be well when you're running on voice, and it looked like you were making quite a few contacts on FT8. So what's your feeling about it?
I think it's a solid radio, very good, very happy with my purchase of it. There are minor known issues. I didn't run into them today, but I am aware, like it can get hot, a few things like that. But I think overall, it's going to become my daily driver for POTA. I mean, it's very solid, nice weight, nice size. The built-in sound card works well. Cat control is a little finicky until I got it set up the first time. Then I got it set up, and it's been rock solid since then. But yeah, it's a great little radio. Fortunately sold out right now, but I would keep my eyes. I would recommend, like anybody else that's gotten one of these little radios from BG2FX, I would recommend any of his radios.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for inviting us out here to Colt Creek State Park in Lakeland, Florida. It's a beautiful place to operate, and there's I think another event coming up here. I think the park is actually sponsoring an amateur radio event here coming up on August 12th, right? Like from 10 to noon?
Yeah, the park, along with 3 amateurs from the Lakeland Amateur Radio Club, Sarah, Eric, and Fred, forget call signs. August 12th, it's park entrance is all you have to pay, nothing extra on top of park entrance, from 10 to noon, aimed at non-hams and new hams to give you some of the basics of amateur radio.
All right, well, great to see that there are some amateur radio events in a beautiful park like this and at Colt Creek State Park. So thank you very much, Todd, for inviting us out here today.
Thank you.